Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm gonna try to get this video with the least amount of noise possible. Quentin is in here playing because this is going to be his bedroom, but it is his playroom right now, so there's toys everywhere and there's lots of noise, and he's probably gonna make noise throughout this whole thing. So I'm sorry, but Damian is not home to watch him, and I really want to get this video up. Today's video is going to be a life update. By the title, you probably already saw that. Get that out of your mouth. Basically, we've been gone for a while, and this past year and a half of my channel, I have not been consistent. I haven't been consistent on Instagram, anything. Basically, that's just because I wasn't fully like into it, and I didn't feel like we were in the right space to be doing YouTube. It was really hard to do it in where we were living because it was just like not organized, and I couldn't like get up and do anything because of how small our space was. So with that being said, I'm gonna go over some things that have happened recently. And then I'm going to kind of explain where our channel is going from here and what our plans are. Ball, good job. So Quentin has turned 1. Back when I started this channel, I was like maybe 6 weeks pregnant and didn't film consistently at all. Haven't filmed consistently his whole year of life. So he is 1, and that is why he is so loud and so boisterous today. That's the word. And he can also walk. Another life update is that he's sucking on a bottle, yeah, don't mind it. So Damian did turn 20. I will be turning 20 very shortly, so we will no longer be teen parents. So we moved into our first apartment, so obviously you guys have never seen this type of background. This is Quentin's playroom right now, and it will be his room once he is like trained in his crib and everything, which we are going to start working on shortly, so we did move into our own place, and it is a lot bigger than what we're used to, so it is really nice. There's a lot of room for all of our stuff and the baby stuff, and for him to play and run around and just enjoy being a kid. So we did end up buying our first car, I want to say like 8 months ago, but I could be wrong. I could be really wrong. So our car did not continue working to the best that it could be for us, so we are currently looking for a new car. Right now we are borrowing my mom's just because we don't want to drive our other car. So we are looking for a new car, so hopefully there will be like a video out soon of us showing you guys our new car, but who really knows. We're having a really hard time finding the right car that is going to be right for us and right for our family going further. So once we figure out that whole situation, there will be a video on our new car. Quentin did have a hospital stay again. He has had 2, not 2 within a year because his last one was in May, but this one was the beginning of January. So he never cries ever, and he just started screaming out of nowhere basically and was very upset, and he never does that ever. So we brought him to the doctors. His temperature was also 103.4, which is not really good. So we brought him to the doctors, and the doctor was very concerned, and he basically like checked us in to the pediatric floor at the hospital that's a little bit further away from where we live, and Quentin stayed there. He ended up getting a spinal tap because they thought that he had meningitis because he didn't have the flu. And so they did a bunch of tests. They found out that he had 2 upper respiratory viruses, which was making him so like not congested, but it was making him so like stressed out, because his lungs were working on like overdrive, when they really couldn't like work because they had 2 things wrong with them, and they put him on antibiotics just in case anything else was going on that we didn't know about. He got Tylenol, Motrin, and we left the next day to move to our apartment. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the rest of this filmed before he starts attacking the camera yet again. So we are trying to get Quentin onto a schedule because he basically wakes up whenever he wants to, he goes to sleep whenever he wants to, he eats whenever he wants to. Like, basically he does not have a schedule whatsoever at all, and that is my fault because I let him be that way, because where we were living before now, it was so hard to get on the schedule for feeding, sleeping, anything, that now that we're in our own place and there's space, have him be taking naps, have him be eating, things are progressing a lot better and he is getting on his own schedule. But I also do want to put him on a strict schedule. I know kids sometimes just don't want to go to bed and sometimes they don't want to eat when they want to eat, but I want to get him on a schedule for the most part that he isn't going to be a raging brat. So we will be doing videos on that also, just because I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's probably going to be pretty amusing trying to fight a 1-year-old. So the next thing is planning a road trip. We usually go on vacation once a year, because Damian gets time off. We don't know if we will be going this year or not, but if we do go on vacation, we are going to be going on a road trip. We're going to be going up the East Coast to Virginia because we do have Busch Gardens passes, and also probably we'll be going to Sesame's Place, which is in Pennsylvania, because we like also have passes to that, and it's easier to like stop along the way to sleep, and then go and enjoy something without having him in the car the whole entire time because he doesn't like the car. But we will be going up to Massachusetts and New York, see really about housing options, cities that we like, just kind of planning for the future and kind of getting our feet wet with looking for a place to forever call home, for us and the rest of our children that we have. So we don't know for sure if we are going at all. Really depends on if we can get a new car. So that is a to be determined. Why we didn't move out of state is the next one. I know I said in quite a few videos back that we did not like Florida and we didn't want to stay here and we wanted to move out of state. But moving out of state is very difficult. I know, like, when you see it on YouTube, it makes it look really easy and it makes it look really painless and effortless. But moving out of state is so difficult, especially with a baby. Damian's job is here. Our family is here. My parents live about 15 minutes away from us, so we always have help there if we do. Both sets of my grandparents are snowbirds, so they are down here 6 months out of the year. So one set of my grandparents live about 25 minutes away. The other set live in Orlando, which is about anywhere from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours away, depending on traffic. So everyone in our family unit that we use right now lives here. There is family in New York and Massachusetts, but being financially ready to move is a very big thing. And being just like mentally ready to move is also a very big thing. And at this point, I don't think we are either of those ready to move. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. So, and just really, I want to be 100% sure that we really do want to move. I know that we do, but I don't necessarily know exactly when that will be. And Quentin is still very little right now, so moving is a little bit of a challenge, because really you have to make sure that he's gonna have health insurance wherever we move, and that it's going to transfer over. We have to make sure that there's housing that we can afford. We have to make sure that there's a job for Damian, that maybe there's a job for me. All of that stuff comes into play. All of that stuff comes into play when you do go to move. So that's really something that we've put a post-it note on and just left alone for right now. And the last thing that I really want to talk about is where our channel is going from here. So I never have uploaded consistently, which is honestly kind of a problem. I'm a very like schedule type person, but then I never use the schedule. So I'll make it, but I won't use it. So that is one thing that I'm trying to work on so much, because I have videos planned out for probably the next 2 months, every Tuesday and Thursday. So like that's a lot of videos, but my problem is like getting up and actually filming them, or having 5 minutes to film them, or really vlogging for that day. But with the new space, it is so much easier to do so. We've already filmed a couple of videos in here, so this is the first one you guys are obviously seeing because it kind of makes the most sense to come first. But we do have like a lot of ideas. Damian is okay with being in the like background of videos. He's still really uncomfortable on camera. That's just who he is and how he is. But he has talked it over with me that he is very okay with being in the back of videos. So like if I'm filming in the kitchen and he's in the living room or something like that, and that he is growing and opening up to the idea of being on camera and doing videos with me. So we're making like small strides of really opening up to do YouTube and being okay with it, and really like not letting like fear get to us. I have a feeling that a lot of the reasons why I didn't upload consistently was because I was so freaked out that someone that I knew would find out that I was doing YouTube, and that's the stupidest reason in the world. But like a couple of weeks ago, one of my friends actually texted me and was like, "You have a YouTube channel?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" But it kind of felt like almost like a weight had been lifted off of me, that I didn't have to necessarily hide it from people anymore, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if they don't like it, it's not my business and I don't really care. That being said, going from here, we will be staying with the Tuesday Thursday schedule of filming that we have decided on. That is the easiest for me right now, because it's only 2 days. Maybe once we all get on a schedule and it's easier for us to film, we will go to 3 days, but I'm sticking with 2 days right now because I know I can commit to 2 days, and I'm not 100% sure that I can commit to 3 days. So we're gonna stick with what I can for sure do. Oh, you want to play with the letters? There you go. So that's really like where we're at with it. Instagram also, I know literally that place is like a barren, like soulless pit for me. I don't really post anything on it. I'm not really like involved with it, but Damian did actually say that he will take over doing pictures for me and everything, which I have to say that is honestly the hardest part of Instagram for me, is like editing the video, it being okay, it matching a theme, what am I gonna say, all this stuff, and it just like stresses me out. So we talked it over, and Damian is actually gonna just take over Instagram for us. He's gonna edit all the pictures and then just give them to me, and we're gonna go from there. He is going to be making some presets, so hopefully we get some good presets out of it, and we will share them with you guys, and you can see them over on our Instagram. All that stuff is always linked down below, so if you want to go check it out, go check it out. We will be starting posting there, probably not on the days that we're posting here, but on the days that we're filming, most likely those will be the days, because I already have my camera out. So that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.